Kilmar Abrego Garcia's story exposes the dark reality of the Trump administration's immigration enforcement, a system weaponized as a tool of political power rather than justice. Kristi Noem, Secretary of Homeland Security, claims that in her first 200 days, over 1.6 million undocumented immigrants have vanished from the U.S., a number that cannot be verified. Even half of that figure signals a targeted crackdown on non-white communities. The administration is now reviewing over 55 million visa holders, effectively scrutinizing anyone who could be deemed anti-Trump, with potential revocation or deportation. This is political enforcement dressed as law. Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a 30-year-old Salvadorian immigrant, fled gang violence as a teenager and built a lawful life in Maryland. Despite legal protections against deportation, he was forcibly sent back to El Salvador, where he was imprisoned in a notorious confinement center and tortured. When returned to the U.S., the government fabricated human smuggling charges, offering him his choice: plead guilty and be sent safely to Costa Rica, or face deportation to Uganda, a country rife with human rights abuses. His attorneys call this coercion and blackmail, not law enforcement. Outside the ICE office, supporters rallied, chanting, "We are Kilmar," demanding justice and due process. Inside, Homeland Security repeated false claims, labeling him as a gang member and predator, none of which are substantiated, attempting to justify political punishment. Democratic leaders, including Congressman Glenn Ivey, condemned the detention as an abuse of power, highlighting that the administration lacks evidence to prove any guilt. Observers warn this is more than one man's case. It appears to be a blueprint for a future Trump presidency, using deportation as a weapon to reshape the country demographically, targeting non-white immigrants, and undermining due process. Kilmar's case now hangs in the balance, while his family, attorneys, and supporters continue to fight, not just for him, but against a system that could turn every immigrant into a pawn in a political agenda. This is not just about deportations. It's about a potential campaign to engineer demographic change under the guise of law enforcement, a test case for a far-right Christian nationalist vision.